The Salt and Light series focuses in on what the Bible teaches about various current issues. Today's segment is on the subject of gender issues, part 2 of 2. In part 1 of this subject, we focused on homosexuality, same-sex desires, that basic topic. Here in part 2, we're going to focus on transgenderism. God made us male and female. He did that. Genesis chapter 1, verse 27. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. So God created the gender distinction, and humanity cannot change gender. Just as we cannot change into a fox, or change our race, or change our age. In fact, every cell in our body declares that we are either male or female. To accept this fact is to accept God's design for our lives. It's key to accepting God's design. Undergoing a medical procedure in an attempt to declare ourselves to be the opposite gender or to have no gender at all takes away from that image of God that we each bear. It mars it. And such procedures on minors, potentially causing sterilization, are particularly tragic. A male may subjectively think that he is a female, but that does not make that person a female. And the cutting off of a body part and the administration of hormonal treatments do not make that person a female. And the same goes for a female who subjectively thinks that she is male. Same thing. When it comes to pronouns, I do not believe I'm doing anyone any favors by using a pronoun other than what God has assigned. I can use the person's legal first name and steer clear of he, she altogether. But I cannot declare a he to be a she and a she to be a he. We are to love people and respect people, but we cannot in good conscience affirm transgenderism as good. And by all means, biological males should stay out of female sports. Proverbs chapter 11, verse 1. Dishonest scales are an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. The principle is that dishonest transactions are repulsive to God. Dishonesty in any way. Similarly, having a biological male compete under the pretense of being a female is a dishonest and unfair practice. In 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7, the Apostle Peter gives the following instruction to husbands. He says this, husbands, likewise, dwell with them, your wives, with understanding, giving honor to the wife as to the weaker vessel. So Peter refers to wives as weaker vessels, and thus husbands are to give them honor, value, respect, and dignity. A woman is like a fine vase, precious. And for a biological male to compete against women in sports requiring physical strength, it's dishonorable, demeaning, disrespectful, and uncompassionate. Serious injuries have taken place. In reflection, our convictions about transgenderism do not make us transphobic. Please don't call us names. They merely mean that we believe transgenderism to be contrary to God's will. And we're going to love people enough to be there for those who are wrestling with this issue and to speak out on behalf of those who are harmed or who've been harmed by this issue. Again, we're to love people, we're to respect people, but our biblical convictions prevent us from affirming transgenderism as good. Thank you very much.